In the small, unassuming town of Waverly Hollow, the full moon brought an excitement that was as palpable as the chill in the autumn air. For most of the year, its residents lived in a reluctant peace in a town caught somewhere between the past and the present. But every October, the town transformed into a haven of curious traditions as townsfolk prepared for the harvest festival, right when the moon hung heavy and bright. For Jamie Carter, a high school senior with a penchant for adventure, the festival was less about hayrides and pumpkin carving, and more about the allure of the unknown. Jamie and her best friend, Lucas, were not interested in the conventional festivities. Instead, they were drawn to the mysterious tales whispered among townsfolk, stories of werewolves that roamed the woods surrounding Waverly Hollow during the harvest moon, hunting for prey and prowling in their awakened fury. "Come on, it's just a story," Lucas scoffed, rolling his eyes as they meandered through the festival. "If werewolves existed, wouldn't someone have seen one by now?" "I don't know," Jamie replied, her heart racing at the thought. "Maybe they hide from people." Lucas stumbled over a hay bale, glancing at her incredulously. "You really believe in that nonsense?" "Not believe," she shot back, just intrigued. "There has to be some truth to those stories." As nighttime fell, a bold idea began to form in Jamie's mind. "Let's sneak into the woods tonight, just to explore." The thrill of adventure ignited a spark in Lucas's eyes, though he looked uncertain. "You mean after the festival? In the dark?" "Exactly. It'll be fun. If we leave now, we can be back before anyone notices we're gone." With a mixture of excitement and nerves, the two friends wrapped up their evening at the festival. They quietly slipped away from the laughter and lights, venturing into the dense tree line that bordered the town. The moment they stepped into the forest, the atmosphere shifted, a weighty silence cloaked them. The moon bathed everything in an eerie light, casting long, strange shadows between the trees. Jamie grinned and nudged Lucas. "See, it's not so bad." But as they walked deeper into the woods, Lucas's bravado waned. "Let's just keep things simple. How about a quick look and then back?" Half-heartedly, Jamie agreed. They wandered for a while, chatting and joking, but unease began to creep in. The distant howls of wolves echoed, sending shivers down their spines. Jamie's pulse quickened. As much as she dismissed those stories, a primal part of her brain was igniting with fear. Suddenly, a sudden rustle in the bushes stopped them in their tracks. Lucas instinctively grabbed Jamie's arm. She looked into the underbrush, squinting, desperate to catch a glimpse of whatever caused the commotion. The shadows danced playfully, but soon, a figure emerged. A massive gray wolf towering over them, its eyes like glowing coals. Both teenagers gasped. But Jamie, fueled by a mix of fear and an inexplicable connection to the legend, took a cautious step forward. "It's just a wolf," she whispered, though doubt shadowed her voice. The wolf let out a low growl, the sound rumbling through the air like distant thunder. The hairs on the back of Jamie's neck stood on end. In one electrifying moment, the creature transformed before their eyes, a rapid, terrifying shift that left her breathless. The large wolf shrank, muscles contorting and reshaping, until a towering man stood clothed in fur, his features dangerously handsome yet twisted with something darker. "Welcome, children," he said, his voice smooth but laced with malice. "You shouldn't be wandering in these woods at this hour." Lucas's instinct kicked in. "Run!" he shouted, tugging Jamie's arm, but she was frozen in place, her body anchored by some ancient fear. "Do they not teach you to respect the stories of Waverly Hollow?" The creature, no, the werewolf, took a step closer, revealing sharp teeth, glistening under the moon's gaze. Jamie's heart raced, but a part of her felt entranced, caught in the spell of the shapeshifter's presence. "What are you?" she whispered, unable to tear her gaze away. He tilted his head, a predatory smile spreading across his face. "I am what they fear in the shadows. I am the power of the night." In that moment, Oliver, the town's reclusive folklore expert and rumored werewolf hunter whom Jamie had overheard at the festival, burst onto the scene, a crossbow drawn and aimed at the beast. "Get back," he shouted. Jamie snapped out of the trance, pulling Lucas back with her as the monster lunged. The world erupted in chaos. Oliver fired and the werewolf howled in rage, a sound so primal it split the air around them. The creature staggered, but fury ignited in its eyes as it swiped through the foliage, disappearing into the depths of the forest with a furious howl. "Go," Oliver commanded, urgency lacing his words, ushering the pair away from the darkness. They ran without hesitation, leaving the cursed woods behind, breathless and terrified. As they burst into the safety of town lights, Jamie turned back, catching one last glimpse of the shadows embracing the forest floor. It was a sight she would carry with her always, the chilling knowledge that some legends were far more than mere stories. The harvest moon rose high that night, shrouded by the weight of fate and fear, and in Waverly Hollow, the werewolves would always lurk, waiting for the curious, the unwary, and the unsuspecting.